Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. looking good. Looks like he's on track to make weight. Weighed in today. He said he started off his camp at 178 pounds, only 13.5 pounds shy of where he needs to be at that 164.5 weight limit. So, look, here's what I'm a little bit confused about. Okay, I spent the day with him in Houston, right? And he told me he was around 170. Or I said, what do you like, 170? And he said, yes. And then I said, are you serious? And he's like, yeah, 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 yeah. I don't know. So I don't know if he's telling the public, yeah, I'm 178 pounds. Because this, you got to remember, this is like 2, 3 weeks ago. He told me personally he was around 170. Who knows? I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if he's telling, these reporters one thing and other people in private another, but either way, it doesn't matter. He's going to make the weight. And another thing I will tell you is, Canelo, when I was with these guys, I spent, probably, I don't know, man, maybe like 4 hours with them. Canelo, I could tell he was losing the psychological battle because, leading up to a fight, there is always a psychological battle, right? It's like, some boxers will tell you that, you've lost before you even enter the ring, right? And I think Chavez is getting in Canelo's head because all the fans, I mean, they were like swarming Chavez. I mean, they were all over Canelo too, but Canelo's not used to this. He's used to like a James Kirkland where you have, like 8 people wanting an autograph and you got like 800 all over Canelo. He's not used to like dividing up the fans and the attention. And I could tell in person, I could tell it was really starting to get to him. You could tell he was jealous. He just seemed pissed off about the whole thing. As he's signing autographs, I mean, he kept watching, he kept looking over at Chavez, looking over at Chavez. Really, he was like more concerned what was going on with Chavez. And I've never seen Canelo like that. So, and then like I said, I know Canelo was concerned with his power because he was checking out his knuckles. I did a video. Go back down. You can watch all my videos where I talk about what I saw when I actually spent time with those two guys. But getting back to the weight, okay. Uh, like it says here, there were concerns that Chavez Jr. would not be capable of making the contract weight of 164.5 pounds. And look, he hasn't weighed that or been that low since 2012 when he was competing as a WBC middleweight champion. He weighed 168 pounds for his December bout, and over the years he's come in as high as 172. So, I mean, basically what the article's talking about here. And by the way, I got this from Boxing Scene. I usually don't reference, articles I get from Boxing Scene or whatever, or Boxing 24. But this particular one I did because I felt like I had a lot to add to it. Because like I said, I was with these guys and we talked about the weight. So I kind of wanted to compare what I heard, and just kind of compare it to what was given in this interview here. And it seems to be on point. I mean, the point of everything is Chavez will make weight. Right here, back in February, okay, right here, Sunday, February 12th, it says Chavez Jr. is already down to 180. Okay, so and like I said, that's about right because when I talked to him in Houston, he was in the 170s. So he's going to make weight. And the more I think about it, the more I'm leaning towards Chavez. I mean, it's like I haven't made my official prediction yet, but probably by like I don't know, mid-April, getting closer to that May 5th date, I will make a prediction. But right now, man, I'm just torn because I've never seen Chavez. I mean, look right there. That's what I'm used to seeing Chavez look like, So, like I said, he was confident. He was polite. He was courteous. He was focused. He was energetic. I mean, he was just totally pumped up about the fight. And, standing next to Canelo, he definitely had the reach. I mean, broader shoulders, bigger elbows, bigger wrists, bigger knees, bigger hips, bigger, you could just tell he's a bigger man. And when he rehydrates on fight night, that's something Canelo's never been up against. Canelo's constantly draining people down. I mean, you go all the way back to Kirkland or any shit after the Mayweather fight. We all know the Angulo, the Kirklands, the Amir Khans, even go back to 2008 with the Lopez, okay? Canelo is constantly draining people down. So what is he going to do when he's the smaller man? I mean, think about this. He has never been the smaller man. And on fight night, I don't know what Chavez will rehydrate to. I'm guessing at least a light heavy, probably 170, 175 is what I'm kind of thinking, and same for Canelo. But I think at a minimum, you're going to have an equal fight. Okay, now I know a lot of you are probably, thinking, well, yeah, but, that's water weight and blah, blah, blah. But remember, Canelo's got to get down to 164.52, which we know he can. I mean, it's not that he can't, but, when he rehydrates, it's just water weight, just like Chavez. So, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, Canelo definitely has the edge when it comes to, the weight game. I mean, he's like a master at it. He's kind of like Kell Brook. He has that ability to just drain down and then, pop in the ring like a damn light heavyweight, So, yeah, but like I said, I wanted to share that with you guys. I mean, look, I'm happy for Chavez, and at a minimum, I think it's going to be a great fight. And I wouldn't be surprised if we get a rematch. When I interviewed Oscar De La Hoya, he was talking about a damn trilogy. He was like, if it's a good fight, he's like, yeah, we're definitely going to, we would definitely consider a rematch. He said maybe even a trilogy. Who knows? I mean, he said it could be a draw, it could be this, So I don't know, And then I kind of thought, I mean, and I'll finish up with this. I kind of thought, are they going to use the Chavez fight to kind of avoid Golovkin, maybe a draw, maybe a close fight. Like let's say Canelo wins, but maybe we're going to feel like Chavez got robbed, and this is kind of was my original prediction that Canelo wins, but we're going to be like, yeah, man, that was close. It should have been a draw, or Chavez should have won. So then they're going to want an immediate rematch in September, therefore pushing the Gennady Golovkin fight to 2018. So it all depends how it works out, but I will be shocked if we get Gennady Golovkin Canelo in September. I think Golovkin needs to take the Billy Joe Saunders fight in June. He said from the beginning he wants to be the undisputed middleweight champion. Now he has the opportunity is knocking at his door. And by the way, Billy Joe Saunders, took a screenshot of his text. He texted Tom Loeffler. They're on track to make the fight. Looks like Tom Loeffler said he was going to send over the contract. If everybody is in agreement, we will have Billy Joe Saunders, Gennady Golovkin in June. And then another thing I wanted to mention to you guys, I was watching an interview with Oscar De La Hoya, with Tom Loeffler, K2 Promotion. Gennady Golovkin, Triple G's promoter, Tom Loeffler. Okay, and Tom basically went on to say that during their conference calls, Oscar De La Hoya has never said nothing about a Billy Joe Saunders fight jeopardizing a Canelo fight. So in other words, Oscar De La Hoya is only telling the public, these little YouTube reporters like myself, oh yeah, well that'll definitely jeopardize, the matchup, right, in September, the Canelo Triple G matchup. But behind closed doors and on conference calls, according to Tom Loeffler, Oscar De La Hoya, Golden Boy Promotion, has never said one single word about, that fight being in any kind of danger or jeopardizing that matchup. So, I think what we have going on here is I think Oscar De La Hoya is basically bluffing the media, knowing it'll get back to Tom Loeffler, but behind closed doors and negotiations are still going on, which gives me hope that we will get the fight in September. But, right now it's anyone's guess. My best guess is Gennady Golovkin will become the undisputed champion, and we'll probably get the Canelo fight sometime in 2018, maybe a Chavez-Canelo fight in September 2017. So anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it at that. Chavez, only 13 and a half pounds from making that weight. He's got 36 days to cut 13 pounds, no problem. I mean, that's he can do it. He can easily do it. So, let's just hope he stays on track, and let's hope, he doesn't fall off the wagon here. So anyway, guys, leave your comment below, like, share, subscribe. Thank you for watching.